All right, we're going. How do you guys feel about the homework and like the lesson this week?
Well, I was okay with the prep lesson. The homework I'm still working on. My problem is when I have all those numbers in front of me, I mess up horribly. And I'm like, I'm doing one thing at a time and it still doesn't work for me, but I'll get it together.
All right, so we're down here at question 3. And so it gives us the table right there, and it wants us to find p hat 1. So p hat 1 is going to be x1 over n1.
Yes.
And so that's going to be 52 over 70. What's that?
Oh, I have the yeah, 0.743.
Yep, absolutely.
And you can put that all in that sheet.
Oh, it does give us all the p hats on there too, doesn't it?
It gives you everything.
Yeah.
It took me like 10 minutes to take the quiz.
That's a good quiz, especially for being 20 questions.
Yeah.
Let me fill everything in real quick.
Yeah, because we need it for upper and lower bounds and that. So.
Yeah.
Is that what that p hat 1 is and p hat 2 that I've got written here? Yes. Oh, yeah, duh. Never mind.
All right, so putting that info in. So for question 4, it says, what's p hat 2? And I have...
okay, go ahead.
No, you're good, Susan. Get after it.
0.712.
That's what I got.
Yep.
Yep.
So which set of hypotheses is appropriate for addressing the research question?
I put the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the first one because it's not asking if it's greater than or anything, just if it's different.
Different.
Oh, but you have the last one too. But that
I know,
one,
and that's the
that
trying to
brings in the sample.
It's trying to trip you up.
Yep.
All right, so create a 95% confidence interval for P1 minus P2 and put your answers for the point estimate, margin of error, lower bound, and upper bound. So question 6, what is the point estimate for the 95% confidence interval?
0.031. 0.031.
Okay, how did you get that?
You have to take the margin of error and subtract it from the upper bound.
And how did you get margin of error?
It's you have the confidence interval right there, so you'll subtract the upper bound minus the lower bound and divide it by 2 will be your margin of error.
Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. So you subtract, you said, the upper bound and lower bound?
Yes, the upper bound minus the lower bound. Because it's a lower bound is a negative number, it's going to be as though you're adding that number.
Why do I get so messed up with this? But once it's in the brain, it won't go away, right?
Yes. It might be like kind of messed up on the quiz right here because I think if it's like leading you in order of the steps you take, I think question 7 should come before question 6.
Yeah, it does kind of.
Because you can't do question 6 until you answer question 7.
That is true.
All right, what did you get? Because I got 0.0155 for my
For-
margin of error.
I got a 0.154. I might have rounded it incorrectly. Let me check real quick. But you're like right there.
For the margin.
Yeah.
I got 0.154.
And I know that one's correct. Because I've already submitted.
And you got all those other ones that were messed up.
Yeah.
Getting that the P1 and the
It's kinda funny,
P2.
yeah, it's just funny how you put the numbers in backwards and you still get some of the answers right, but some of them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the margin of error was 0.0154.
No.
0.154.
Then how come I got 0.0155?
Okay, so you take a 0.184 and you subtract negative 0.123.
Well, where are you getting all this?
From your
One-
confidence interval.
Oh, confident. I'm losing it, guys. I really am. Okay. Confidence interval minus. Okay.
And so when you minus a negative number, you're actually just adding that number because to subtract a negative is the same thing as addition.
Okay. I need to go back to normal math, huh?
Hey guys, on a side note, this is what I look like when I don't have dirty, grungy work clothes on.
I don't believe it.
I've actually showered for the week.
Oh, hey, you're good then. Like, don't even worry about it till church on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Exactly.
Okay. Then I have a 0.031.
Is question 6, yes.
That's your point estimate.
Okay. Is it negative?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm going to have to really go over a lot of this stuff.
All right, so for question 7, I got 0.154.
Yep,
Yes.
that's what I got.
All
And-
right. Now, how do I do that?
That's the number that you had to use just now to get your point estimate. So when you subtracted your upper bound minus your lower bound and then
Yes.
divided it by 2, question
Yes.
7 is the number that gave you.
All right. I'm still confused, but I don't know.
So for question 7, go back to what we did again, second on question 6.
Yes.
You'll take 0.185,
Okay.
and then you'll subtract negative 0.123.
Yes.
And then that will give you your answer for,
Got you.
or then divide that by 2, and
I
then that
did
will give you question 7.
That is interesting.
So like it would make more sense right here on this part of the quiz if question 7 came before question 6,
Yes.
because you had to do the work for question 7 before you could answer question 6. Okay. Question 8, input the lower bound.
And I'm still getting 0.031, which is question 6. When I subtract these two and I divide it by 2, I'm getting 0.031, which is the answer to question 6, right?
Because you're not subtracting the 2. What you've been doing is you've been subtracting 0.123 from 0.185, and you're supposed to be tracking negative 0.123.
Okay, hold on. And minus, okay, 185. Oh, that was terrible.
So you're going to take 0.185, and you're going to subtract negative 0.123.
Okay.
Negative, you're actually just adding it. So it's going to be the same thing as 0.185 plus 0.123.
And I got 0.062.
By adding 0.123?
Yep.
So if you add 0.185 and 0.123, you should be getting 0.308.
I'm not getting that, but okay. I'm gonna have to go back.
And then once you get that, you would divide that by 2, and that would give you 0.154. All right, but down to question 8, it's asking for our bounds. So for the lower bound, we just pick the lower confidence interval. I got a negative 0.123.
What I got?
Yeah, that's on the sheet there.
Yeah.
And then for the
So
upper
did you
bound,
get 7.04? I've got 0.08, and then what do you do with that?
You have 0.308.
I have 0.08.
It should be.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure how you got that one.
I don't know either. So did you?
Guys, you know what? I got to take off.
All right,
Okay.
I'll catch you later on, Sean.
Hey, just a real quick before I go, you know, I was looking through that and such, through that thing. Do you want to do the changes, Kayla, or?
yeah, I will go through and make those changes and then resubmit it tonight.
Do you want to go ahead and send it back up to us so we make sure we're all on the same page?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, because the one thing that I was noticing that because she was very, very specific about our systematic approach, so we need to be just a little bit more detailed. That our random sampling is the first business, but we're using a systematic. She was very
So
very
you have to.
specific.
The first business has to be random, and then after that.
And then weren't we going to go down one side of a road or something like that? Or were we going to go every fourth business on both sides of the road?
I figured it was on one side of the road. For every fourth business on one side of the road, we can say we'll flip a coin to see if it's going to be the left side or the right side of the road.
So do you want to do right or left side?
Well, maybe what we do is that that is determined by which business gets picked.
Yeah.
Because if you have all your businesses in the hat and one's on the left side or one's on the right side, then it makes it all left side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Now she's saying we'll have 45 businesses. I thought we were going to have 50.
Are we each doing 10 then? I thought we.
10?
Yeah. I can change that, bump that up to 50. I thought there was one person who said they were more rural, and so they were only doing 5, but.
No, I can do 10. It's funny, it was just that if we were going to do 30, that's what I was saying. It would.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, then we'll all just do 10. That's cool.
Yeah. So, okay. So you can change that to 50. Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're just fine. No worries.
Sorry to detract. So, okay. You guys enjoy the rest of the quiz.
Hey, you have a good night. And we'll see you on Thursday.
Okay.
All right, Susan, where were you at?
Oh, I'm still on 7 trying to figure that mess out. I have a 3.08.
You have a 0.308?
3.08.
I don't know how you got that one either. It has to be significantly less than 1 because the numbers we're dealing with are they're both less than 2 tenths of. I mean, you have the right numbers. You just have the decimal place in the wrong spot right now.
I need to go back to normal school, huh? So is it 0.308?
No, it is half of that, so it's 0.154.
I'm going to be doing some studying a little bit later. But I was doing really good on my homeworks, and okay, it's that margin of error. It gets me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 6 was 0.031.
Yes.
Okay, and I got that. It's this margin of error thing. Okay.
Mhm.
And then the lower bound was negative 0.123.
Yes.
And then the upper bound was 0.185.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, so now it says your alpha level is 0.05. What
Okay,
decision do you make? And so our p-value is significantly higher than our alpha level. So because of that, we fail to reject
yes. The HO.
HO, not the HA. Question 11, which of the following statements best describes the outcome of this study?
Isn't it there is insufficient evidence?
So it's one of the ones that's insufficient, but there's 3 of
Yes.
those.
Well, how come I only have 2 of those?
I have 3 insufficients on my. Oh no, you're right. Because I
Okay, that's
added
all
letters
right.
that weren't there, and I'm just dumb.
Well, you're not. I'm struggling tonight. I'm like, okay.
All right. So I say there's insufficient evidence to suggest that the true proportion of females who can taste PTC is different from the true proportion of
That's
males.
what I'm
So it's the last one.
Yeah, because that's what we're looking for is the difference.
Yeah, because like our alternative is not equal to. It's not one of the other ones. So, all right. So now we have more stuff to enter into our spreadsheet for the next one.
Okay. So is Sean Hamilton not here tonight, obviously?
He is not.
Okay.
I don't know why, but oh well.
Yeah. I have a problem in December 8th. But other than that, I'm good but I'll look and see what we even have on December 8th. I don't know if we're done by then or what.
We are not.
Of course not.
That's our second to last week.
Okay.
Hopefully it shouldn't be too much. It doesn't look like we're not even going to have to record the meeting or anything because it is our final review session before our final exam.
Oh, really? Well, that's
so
something I don't want to miss.
Yeah.
I'm going, but my husband's got a massive work thing that he needs me at.
Yeah. Like if something does end up happening where you're not able to make it, Nan does do her group thing.
And I go to that all the time.
Yeah. All right. For question 12, after putting in the information, I got that the conditions for conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied.
Give me 1 minute. I'm just putting this in. Okay. That's interesting. All right, guys.
You ready to go?
You know what? I'm looking at this, and for my X1, I have the desk there. Is that what I'm supposed to have?
Yes, for X1, I'm pretty sure you should have
16,713.
16,713.
I've got that, and it's the total of
Yes.
group 1. All right, I've got a problem. How come the conditions are satisfied? Because I'm not seeing that.
Because it says check requirements up above, and everything just needs to be greater than or equal to 10.
10, yes. And I needed to do that. Okay.
Reading through it for 13. The question is the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday who die less than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on the weekend who die? So for me, I got the last one,
Yes.
or P1 being less than P2.
That's what I got as well.
Now for question 14 and 15, we just get to copy down the data from the table. Use that to find P hat 1. I got 0.141.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I got.
And P hat 2, I got 0.145.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, I can agree with that.
For the z-score, did you guys get negative 2.020?
Yep, that's exactly what I got.
Hold on a minute. And the z-score is there. It's a negative number.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
2 point. Okay.
All right. Question 17, given the z-score from the last question, which should you shade, the left or the right of the z-score for the p-value?
Oh, shoot. If it's less than, I'm thinking the left.
I think so. What do you say, Kayla?
Sorry, what did you say?
For question 17, do you have to shade to the right or to the left? We would think it's to the left.
Oh, I put left. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. Question 19, and ask for the p-value. It's from the table, it is 0.022.
Yep.
And so what's the decision for this test? The alpha level is 0.05, so p is less. So
Reject the null.
We reject
yes,
it.
reject the null.
Okay.
And the conclusion, I think, is the third one.
Yeah.
So don't get very ill during the weekend,
Okay, I'll try to remember that.
as I know from personal experience.
I'll submit the quiz real quick to make sure we're all on the up and up. And that's it. That's 21 out of 21.
Okay.
Boom. Goes the dynamite.
Have you guys taken the homework quiz yet?
I did.
Okay.
It was just what we just did was basically what the homework quiz is, and then at the end of it, it asks a couple of review questions on. It gives you some information. It says what type of test would you use on this.
Okay.
So it was just this again.
All right.
So
I'm
I'm
doing
going to stop the
better on
broadcast.
my homework quizzes, but sometimes my mind goes blank.
Yeah,
As
I understand.
dumb as that sounds. but it does. I'm like,